In years gone by, a set of tutorial missions was introduced to Star Citizen to help players learn to fly and fight. It's a great personal regret that I never captured any footage of those missions, as they were pretty good. And so when Navy patrol training scenarios came with Invictus Launch Week 2955, getting some of those on film was a no-brainer. I'm Forrester, and this gameplay video covers the 3 Navy patrol training missions using the Aegis Gladius in my org colours as fighter of choice. Regular viewers of the channel will know I'm a fairly mediocre combat pilot, so please don't think you're watching some fighter ace. Still, the actual content of the missions could be quite interesting to watch, hopefully. So, without further ado, let's get started with the first mission. And we start by taking the mission from the priority tab to go to a local asteroid mining base. I'm doing this with a couple of squadron mates, so I'll share it with my party so that we can all Gladius together. And then it's a case of hopping across to the mining base through the Moby-Glass and quantum travel. For many of the gameplay videos on this channel, I do speed up the footage to 4x12 speed because these missions are fairly short. I'm not going to bother with doing that. I'll just keep it completely as is to enjoy the missions as they are. After I've arrived at the mining base, I'm going to hop to the quantum beacon for the contract itself.
You made it. That's one hurdle cleared. You'd be surprised how many don't even get this far. Okay, welcome to your first sortie. First things first, choose a point to scan and use your radar to see what you can find.
So we've got our objective, which is to head to the different ping areas and ping away with the scanners. I'm trying to keep the audio of the mission really audible over the sound of the music, so hopefully that's coming through nice and clear for you, just to enjoy how these missions are crafted. And I can hear the sound of my wingman approaching from my right hand side. Love the iconic noise that the Gladius makes.
Contact. Looks like you picked up a basic satellite. That's what a lot of patrolling is about. Checking stuff out and finding everything's perfectly normal. Okay, we're Oscar Mike to the next scan point.
It annoys me a little bit, the Oscar Mike. It will be just as quick to say on the move. I think it's one of those cases of trying to sound very military, but actually en route or mobile would be much quicker in my mind. Still, quite cool hearing Gilly as he's guiding us through these missions for these naval patrol training scenarios.
Uh-oh. Seems this satellite's been hacked by outlaws. You're gonna have to take it out. Let's put on some go juice and see what your bird can do. Just keep an eye on your 6, as corrupted satellites have been known to bite back. Alright, this point's secure. Redirect and head to the next one.
So the second of those was a hacked satellite which needed some go juice, some weapons fire to deal with it, and so now it's across to the third ping area, but I'm flying in the wrong direction towards the asteroid mining base ping, so skip across the left and head to the final ping area. This mission really doesn't need the wingmen involved, but I thought it was nice to get out and fly a little bit with the org, couple of Gladius flying together. Gladius? Gladii? I don't know. We're having a nice time anyway, so it's good to get out and about and do a little bit of fighter flying. Incidentally, I have included timestamps in the video description for this one, so if you are looking to see just the first or just the second or just the third of the Navy patrol training scenarios, you can use the timestamps in there to find what you're looking for. You'll also notice I'm not bothering with getting into nav mode or anything like that between these areas, preferring just to keep it in SCM, flying it easy, and really just chatting to my org mates about the differences in, I don't know, fighter loadout and whether you load ballistics or not. All of those good things.
Your scans found a standard satellite. Seems like everything is in order. That's it. You successfully completed the first exercise. Hopefully you're feeling proud. You showed some real promise out there. Why don't you get some rest, and I'll see you when you're ready to move on to the next lesson.
Thanks, Gilly. So should be very proud of the performance on that first set of scenarios. So we'll now take the second scenario, neutralizing a hostile threat. As before, a short quantum travel hop is necessary, but again, it's not a long way. This is all in these little mining bases around ArcCorp, so not a long distance travel, plus the Gladius is pretty quick when it wants to.
Now that you're here, we can get the party started. Not sure how much combat experience you have, but the main advice I like to give is to try to focus on moving while aiming. It's easy to get too focused on one at the expense of the other. Remember, you're a spaceship, not a glorified turret. You ready? Weapons free, and good luck.
Thanks for that, Gilly. And we're already starting to engage this target. We're in and amongst the melee with these two Gladius. I'm not really using the Mantis very much. I'm trying to conserve ammunition. Much cheaper to fire the main guns instead. And that's scenario 2 completed, learned how to neutralize a target, and so it's on to scenario 3, helping something in distress. Once again, a short hop to the next of the asteroid mining bases, and time to enjoy these two Gladius flying together with that beautiful blue and white livery that matches my orc colours. Fantastic. So at this point, I'm enjoying the flight in and switching to SCM rather than nav, and then flying in with the wingman. We'll fly in together and enjoy a little bit of formation flying with the Gladius, as best we can do in the depths of space. I do think it is an absolutely iconic looking, sounding and feeling ship. I really like how the Gladius flies. Now we have the nose of the wingman inching forward as close as you dare get in Star Citizen. As soon as it starts saying proximity alert, it does get a little bit worrying. But we're enjoying flying together, getting a little bit of close formation flying. Doesn't really serve a combat purpose in this regard. Realistically, it would probably be in more of a combat spread. We're not trying to hide each other's signatures or anything like that. But the rule of cool is definitely winning out. So we are, what was it Gilly said? Oscar Mike. We're definitely Oscar Mike. So I can now see the target that we need to protect. We've ticked off getting to the asteroid mining base. So, wait to hear from Gilly about protecting this ship.
All channels! I'm under attack! Please, if you hear this, help me! Contact.
So I guess on that note, we'll fly in and do what we can to keep this ship safe. Fired that missile, but the target has very wisely managed to get behind this little asteroid. So I'm going to have to fly around it to get weapons on target again. No matter, wasn't a long hop, can now start to engage. We are both engaging the same target at the moment. It just seemed expeditious to be able to do that. Try and peel him off attacking this ship that we're supposed to be protecting before we switch targets out afterwards. And there we go, switch targets out. That other one seems under control. And applying a little bit of that lovely Mantis ballistic repeater.
I'm heading out.
What a fantastic noise.
Take care.
And that's it. That's completed Navy Patrol Training Scenario number 3. Get a nice little reward, which is the Future Navy Pilot t-shirt and the kudos of having completed that Navy mission. If you enjoyed this video, you might press the like button to let me know I should make more similar videos, and if you're not yet subscribed, given that you got this far, you might like to do that too, so that YouTube will know to show you more videos like this in future. But otherwise, and as always, thank you for watching.